that the patient was experimented by every doctors in your hospital.
No, this is false. We don't do so.
I say that her death was because of wrong diagnosis and medication.
This is false and misleading.
I say that doctors and hospital staff's negligence led her death finally.
I don't know about it.
I say that the two hospitals and the two doctors are jointly and severally liable to pay 25 lakh compensation for pain and mental suffering of both complainant and his deceased wife.
No, they are not liable to pay any compensation.
That's all, Your Honor.
According to you, you are the plastic surgeon, no?
Yes, sir.
What was your role in that, in the operation conducted by Dr. Poonam Arya?
Actually, respondent number 2 had requested me during the laparoscopic surgery, so I had come for that surgery.
Your Honor, the evidence from the respondent's side is closed.
The counsel seeks permission to present the arguments on behalf of the complainant. Much obliged, Your Honor. Although the detailed facts of the case have already been presented to the members of this Honorable Commission in writing, the Council would like to advance the arguments by stating the facts of the case in brief. Your Honor, on 20th of May 2009, the complainant's wife had complained of a slight abdominal pain. As a reason, the complainant had brought his wife, the now deceased wife of the complainant, to Mrs. Sagar Clinic in Banshankari. And there, Dr. Sandhya advised them to meet the respondent number 2, that is Dr. Poonam Arya, and had also advised to undergo a CT scan. The plain film done at Mrs. Sagar Clinic showed the presence of air under the diaphragm, suggesting the existence of a hollow viscous perforation, Your Honor, which in fact necessitated a surgical intervention. In order to initiate a laparoscopic surgery, consent for the same was taken, but instead, laparotomy was performed, Your Honor. On 1st of June 2009, a re-laparotomy was performed when already a tracheostomy was performed on her. And after a few days of completion of the re-laparotomy, there occurred suddenly a lower gastrointestinal bleeding. Every attempt to stop the lower GI bleeding failed, and as a consequence of it, an option was suggested to the complainant and his families to move the patient to a specialized GI center such as Asian Institute of Gastroenterology in Hyderabad, although they decided not to move the patient at all due to logistic and personal constraints, Your Honor. Also, the respondent number 4, in this case, that is Dr. Lakshman, requested the complainant to move the patient, that is the now deceased wife of the complainant, to Mrs. Sagar Hospital located in Tilak Nagar, Jayanagar, from the Banshankari Hospital for improved personal care. And hence, on 21st of September 2009 at around 6:42 p.m., the patient was moved to the sister institute at Jayanagar. Meanwhile, a biliary fistula had formed which persisted despite all supportive measures. Your Honor, Dr. Lakshman, that is the respondent number 4, with the assistance of Dr. D.S. Shekhar, a plastic surgeon, had caused the lateral duodenal defect closed with vascularized rectus abdominal flap on the following day itself. Unfortunately, even that attempt failed, and she succumbed to sepsis on 13th of October 2009, a few days after the surgery. Hence, this complaint has been filed before this State Commission for reliefs. Your Honor, the Council would now like to expand the first point for consideration, that is, whether the complainant proves that there was professional negligence on the part of the respondents which resulted in the death of his wife. Your Honor, in order to prove that, the Council would like to elucidate on two important aspects, namely, first, deficiency of service, and secondly, a doctor's negligence. Your Honor, in order to apply the Consumer Protection Act of 1986, the first and foremost, the aggrieved person must fall within the definition of the word consumer, as defined in Section 2, subsection 1, subclause D of the said Act. According to that provision, a consumer means any person who buys any good for consideration which has been paid or avails any service for consideration. As aforementioned, the two most significant aspects, that is, of deficiency in service, have been judiciously explained in the provisions of this Act. According to Section 2, subsection 1, subclause G of the Act, deficiency means any fault, imperfection, shortcoming, or inadequacy in quality, nature, manner of performance which is required to be maintained by or under any law for the time being in force. Your Honor, according to Section 2, subsection 1, subclause O, service means a service of any description which is made available to the potential users for consideration, that is payment of money. Since, Your Honor, the complainant in this case is now proved to be a consumer under the Act is applicable in this particular case. Your Honor, please note the following important points in order to deliberate the question as to the deficiency of service in this particular case. Your Honor, on 20th of May 2009, the patient had gone to the outpatient department of the hospital with a slight abdominal pain. Although a CT scan was advised by Dr. Sandhya, it was not even adhered to, Your Honor. And document number 10, which has been already submitted to this commission, proves the same. Although consent was taken for a laparoscopic surgery, Your Honor, laparotomy was performed instead. As it has been learned, there was also a technical failure of the instrument that was employed. And as a consequence of which, the patient goes to coma after 2 days of the surgery, Your Honor. Moreover, my worthy opponent's clients have also gotten a tracheostomy performed on her. As the first laparotomy was found defective, a re-laparotomy was performed, Your Honor, and all these happened in a matter of a few days. And all of a sudden, a gastrointestinal bleeding starts for which no reason was given by the practitioners. And as a failed suggestive remedy, the doctors requested to move the patient to some specialized gastroenterology center. Another failed suggestive remedy was also made, requesting to move the patient from one of their hospitals to other sister hospitals for improved personal care. And on the 24th of September 2009, another experimental operation was conducted, Your Honor, by the respondent number 4 with the aid of a plastic surgeon. Finally, on the 13th of October 2009, the patient dies of acute sepsis. Your Honor, the above mentioned sequence of unfortunate events prove that ordinary and reasonable care and skills were not even applied. And the detailed records of the varying medical conditions of the patient were not even maintained properly, Your Honor. Neither the consent of the patient nor of the complainant, who is her only husband, was taken before the transition from laparoscopic surgery to laparotomy, Your Honor. Even for a change in the mode of treatment, no consent was obtained. The laparotomy was performed instead of laparoscopy because of a technical failure when the OT, the operation theater, should have been well equipped and technically sound to avoid any such technical failure, Your Honor. And also, laboratory tests must be carried out as per the instructions, although in this case, CT scanning was not even performed. All these prove that there has been a deficiency of service and sheer medical negligence of such grave nature, Your Honor, that led to the death of a human, that led to the loss of a human life of someone who had come with a slight abdominal pain, Your Honor. In Indian Medical Association versus VP Santa, reported in Supreme Court cases, 1995, volume 6, page number 651, Your Honor, the Supreme Court observed that the medical practitioners are also included in the ambit of Consumer Protection Act 1986, except in some instances wherein the service is provided gratuitously. Also, in Medical Negligence and Compensation, second edition, 2002, by Dr. Jagdish Singh, Bharat Law publication, medical negligence is defined as lack of reasonable care and skill or willful negligence on the part of a doctor in respect of acceptance of a patient, history taking, examination, diagnosis, investigation, treatment, be it medical or surgical, etc., resulting in any injury or damage to the patient. Damage in this sentence means physical, mental, or functional injury to the patient. In Halsbury's Law of England, third edition, volume 2, page number 17, Your Honor, the law requires that practitioners must bring to his task a reasonable degree of skill and must exercise a reasonable degree of care. The law does not expect the very high nor a very low degree of care and competence judged in the light of particular circumstances of each case. Your Honor, in AIR 1969, Supreme Court, page number 128, the Honorable Supreme Court held that the duties which doctor owes to his patient are very clear. A person who holds himself out ready to give medical advice and treatment impliedly undertakes that he possess the skill and knowledge for the same, Your Honor. Such a person, when consulted by a patient, owes him certain duties. A duty of care in deciding whether to undertake the case, what treatment to give, or in the administration of treatment. A breach of any of these duties gives right of action for negligence to the patients. Your Honor, in 1998, volume 8, Supreme Court cases, page number 296, the Supreme Court observed that no medical practitioner ought to be permitted to act beyond the treatment which the patient has expressly agreed to. Your Honor, in 1999, volume 1, Consumer Protection Journal, page number 43, the Supreme Court observed that compensation will be awarded where there are defects or lapses in the pre-operative stage, which caused physical injury to the patient, or where lack of preparedness on the part of a doctor or a hospital caused injuries or damages to the patient. Your Honor, moving on. In Sheila Herba Naik versus Apollo Hospital, Chennai, volume 3, 2005, Consumer Protection Journal, page number 56, the National Commission observed that a hospital claiming specialized service should provide necessary backup and diagnostic facilities. If it is not, it is deficiency in discharge of its service. Post-operative care also falls within the same category, Your Honor. Your Honor, in another case, in Dr. Balamuguttan versus Suganti, which was reported in the Consumer Protection Journal, volume 2, in Jan 2017, it was said that even a simple lack of care would incur civil liability like damages. In Madhavan Malankad and others versus Dr. Mudit Agarwal and Dr. Vijay Agarwal, which was reported in the Journal of Medical Cases, volume 2, issue number 2, in April 2006, Your Honor, page number 91. The complainants in this case had filed a complaint alleging that the patient died due to negligence of the opposite parties. In this case, a BMA test, that is a bone marrow aspiration test, was not conducted properly. A needle pierced into the right ventricle causing injury to the heart of the patient, Your Honor. In our case too, while doing laparotomy, other parts have been injured and hence the gastrointestinal bleeding and sepsis had developed. Your Honor, as far as the third point for consideration is concerned, whether the complainant is entitled for the claim amount. Your Honor, yes. From all these sequences and events that have been put forward, it clearly states that there has been a deficiency of service and also medical negligence on the part of respondents 1 and 3, that is Sagar Hospitals, Banshankari and Tilaknagar, located in Jayanagar, and also respondents number 2 and 4. Hence, both are jointly and severally liable to pay rupees 25 lakhs compensation, that is rupees 10 lakhs for medical treatment of the deceased wife, hospital charges, medicines, etc., and rupees 10 lakhs for the pain and suffering for a prolonged period, both physical and mental pain and trauma. Rupees 5 lakhs for the adverse effect and consequence accelerating the death of the complainant's wife. He is also denied and deprived of his life partner, Your Honor, and for future expenses to be met on a domestic servant. Your Honor, the complainant has also filed a criminal case for the offense punishable under Section 304A, read with Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code in crime number 305/2009. Your Honor, the complainant has also moved to the Karnataka Medical Council seeking for an inquiry into the entire matter in KMC Inquiry 31 of 2010. Your Honor, since the medical history of the complainant's